On the 12th of July 2026, we experience a beautiful Mercury Sun Cazimi in the sign of Cancer, bringing in some level of emotional clarity. Sometimes it can feel uncomfortable. There might be some old emotions that you find words for, and however, it will feel very healing and very beautiful. So whenever we have a Cazimi, it's a very short transit, but you can feel the energy within 1.5 to 2 days before and after. So this is a little window in time for you to dive into the emotional waters of Cancer. And think of it like this. So the word Cazimi comes from the Arab word Kashmimi. Kashmimi means in the heart of the sun. So you can kind of imagine that Mercury that is in retrograde right now and is the messenger for the gods and communication and the mind, is entering the Sun King's palace, and he has some messages there right now. And because he is in retrograde, he's introspective, representing that you might have been a bit more introspective regarding to yourself, your life, where you're at, and the conclusions you make about the path that you're on in this moment. So I want you to keep this image in mind, that the messenger of the gods are entering the palace of the sun god, and he is in the emotional realms of this Cancerian energy that brings out nurturing, the mother line, the fourth house matters such as ancestry, how we nourish ourselves, how we keep ourselves safe, stability, roots, all of these things. And he's coming up to the Sun King, and the Sun King sheds light on everything, all the letters that he might have in his back with written words about emotional waters. And I like to speak in this poetic tone in regards to the mysteries of astrology, because it brings in new images and new ways of this human experience. So when we understand the narratives behind astrology, it gives us an incredible, powerful tool. And I cannot help but smile because I'm sitting here and getting sun in my face, being outside. And it's also incredibly hot, even if it's quite early still. And I think that's so beautiful, having the Sun King's touch on my face while talking about a Mercury Sun Cazimi just in the center of the sun. So a few tips that you can work around with this energy would be definitely journaling. I always say asking the right questions is the way that we can move into dimensions we haven't reached before. So you might want to ask yourself, what emotional frequency am I on right now? Whether it is, the positive or the negative, without having any judgment about it. And just allow yourself to journal out anything from I feel loved, I feel scared, I feel fear, I feel maybe just emotional, without being able to pinpoint what. But the healing essence is sort of imagining yourself as Mercury, the messenger of gods, having postman back, like back in the days, having like a literally back, keeping some postcards in there. And now you're the one writing those postcards, perhaps even to yourself, maybe perhaps to a former version of yourself. And you're handing them over to the light of the Sun King, so that he can shed lights on it, and perhaps maybe even burning some of the letters because they are no longer part of your narrative. So that's my little take on this beautiful Mercury Sun Cazimi. And what I like about this particularly again is that when we have, first of all, an unusual long period of time with Mercury in Cancer, it is really symbolizing such a cleansing emotional period of time. And at the same time, since he's retrograding, he's symbolically moving slower, and there's time for you to catch up with your spirit, mind, and emotions and physical well-being at the same time. So to end this video, I just want to show you some beautiful wild blackberries that I found. And if you enjoy this kind of content, please like and subscribe to my channel. I would love to hear from you as well. You can always leave me a comment below, and I hope to see you in another video. And now on to the blackberries. So I don't know if you'll be able to see this, but look at these beautiful blackberries in the center of the Sun King, shining his light on these magnificent creatures. And perhaps even if you are a creative mind, you can imagine these little guys as the Mercury messengers. Maybe they have something to say. Nature always makes everything better. Look at this.